Hello everybody, how's everyone day? I'm Mikakita. Alright, previously I kind of like create a first life advice for content creator is basically just don't offend Penguin Z0, which kind of like got a few people looking at it and they, although there's only 4 like, if you guys like it, go and watch it. I'll put out the link in the description below so you guys can watch it later. Okay, anyway, the next life advice for most content creator, if you guys really want to know, for me, I always put it as research, okay? I mean, like, some people always go along the line of, like, do I even do research? Do I even do all these things? Or the only thing I would just tell you guys, right? For most of my random chat video, before I kind of like start putting them out, like a lot of the video that I talk about it, right? All the time you guys know that I always put out the thing that like when I talk about it, there is always a video that prove my point or thing that I want to talk about all these things. So like even like this one when I talk about a Japanese YouTuber got arrested for setting up a fake drugs thing, and often more than not there is like news or evidence to prove that. And that is when people ask me like where do I get it? Well, I go and do my own research. I go and check the Japanese news, I check the English news, I check every news that on Google to see whether how legit that is. So if I know some of the the legitimacy of it, I will actually put it as a source right here, so that you guys can go and look it up and have an understanding of if you guys want to know more. So over more than more, if I got information about that I feel like I want to rephrase some of my previous video, or put on some of my previous video. If not, often more than not, you guys can just see the video that I put the link to it, and you guys can don't need to worry because I will check the link that is saved on my end before I can let you guys see There's the reason why there is a tick is being checked by before I have to check the link before I can see it. If the link is not saved, I will not put it up. So often more than not, most of the link I put out is tend to be safe. If there is a case where you guys see it's not safe, inform me right in the comment below. I will go and check it out by then. So often more than not, most of the link I put out always tend to be safe. But at the same time, you guys do know one thing. I always tend to do research beforehand, check things out, and put up the link. So for example, like the one where I talk about Johnny Somali got only kind of like got charged and maybe to be just fine, all these things, I always have information. Like sometimes it's possible, right? When you do research, like when you do research for stuff, I will talk about maybe it may link to the development of your YouTube channel, or maybe the how you want to market yourself as a YouTuber, VTuber, or whatever tuber that you want to call yourself. Thing is, right, you have to do research first. So what does the research in this sense mean? Like for example, if I talk about Johnny Somali situation, right? Sometimes when you use one source and the source is kind of like very iffy, what is the best thing you need to do in this situation? You do a more search. You search, is there like not just one news upload talking about it, but 2. If there is like 2 sites talking about it, and that 2 different sites with 2 different style of source, but they still link to the same result, often more than not it means that it is very legit. So like in this case, like in Deserto and Japan Today has talked about this situation, yes, I will put it out because they kind of like they show the legitimacy of it. And in the case that if it's not, well, often more than not, like let's say for example there is like not much people talking about it, and or if there is too many sources and I just want to put out one source, often more than not I always tend to put out the source that is the closest to it. Like say for example, in Singapore cases, like the one where I talk about rejected man sue woman for 3 million. If you guys want, you can go and check that out later. I'll put every of these as an example, as a link to let you guys understand, because most people who actually took their time to check out my description, I actually put up the source there. And in this case, like when I talk about this, like there is many other sources talking about this situation where the man actually sued a woman for $3 million, and there's a lot of news talking about it. When I want to like talk about this case as a story, let's say for example, if it's the same man who sue other people, who got charged, and then he later go and decided to got what was the thing again? The woman counter sue back, and and also at the same time he was this man was later found charged for he was charged for cheating another person on the line. So when that happened, I know that one news outlet is putting all the news related to this guy. I will put up that news because to me Channel News Asia is one of the reliable source in Southeast Asia area, and it's like, okay, I will just use that as the main point, because in a sense Chinese New Asia is one of the reliable news outlet that I trust, and I just use it. But if there is like some site that seem a little bit iffy, then I'll put more sources to prove that this is not a lie. And in that case, well, sometimes I will just put up as many, like the one where I talk about localizers are trying to justify their translation is embarrassing, that like people are talking about it. Let's say for example Hero Hill is talking about it, let's say Des also talking about it, at Mongol also talking about it. So if there's so many people talking about it, when I myself was talking about it, like when I say AI replacing translator job, and I actually say that no, it's not it's not replacing their job, it's more towards making their life more easier to, so that, and also make the translation more closest to the original source than what most localizers do, then in that way I will actually say that yes, maybe the source, maybe what I'm saying is correct, or maybe I'll just put along the line, and sometimes I might talk about things along the line of that is way different that you guys might think. Sometimes I may even put up the information on the screen when I recorded it, but at the end of the day I still have to put the source in, because number one, I credit them, number two, I let people know if they want to go and leak the source, they can go and leak it themselves. But where does all this information come from? Research. At the end of the day, you still have to do research. You have to understand what kind of thing you need to do about. You still have to go back to the base as a content creator. You have to do research first. Using Google, using Yahoo, using whatever, or even using ChatGPT to help you to do a search. By all means, go ahead. But make sure that you have to do research, and when you do one research, you don't like stick to that one research. You have to do multiple research. Like you have to search. Let's say for example, if you see like Google, you get this result, and then in Google you have to check like, is it like does it only give you one result or two results, or give you multiple results? And then you have to go and check at most like 2-3 of them. Don't need to, like, if they give you 10 results, you don't need to check all 10 of them unless you got the free time. For me, I don't really have that much free time, so I kind of like check those that seems closer to what I'm looking for. If I open it up, it doesn't seem to be what I want, I just close it, I look for another one. Just kind of like breathe through it. I don't waste too much time. So often more than not, some people always say like research take a lot of time. Don't do smartly. Check those that is what you want to know more, and then move along and read whichever news information that you require. Often more than not, some news outlet may give you information that another news outlet may not give, or sometimes the news outlet may give information that seems to be on the iffy side, and you have to search like you have to compare not just one other new outlets. You have to compare 3-4 new outlets. Say part always 4 or 5, at least, to verify the news, like is it correct? Because often more than not, one of the website that you search, right, can be a tabloid news or maybe false information news, and it can be a problem when there is no other source that is saying the same thing. So when doing research, right, you have to be very, very careful on the thing you do. You have to go and search thing out. You have to understand the thing that you're talking about is as closest to the right source as, so that you don't get yourself in trouble. Because a lot of people tend to understand, like, if you talk about something that is wrong, people will call you out for that, and that you'll be labeled as a misinformation YouTuber by then, or a tabloid news YouTuber, whatever they call you. So often more than not, for me, when I do my research, I say I do my research, I have to be very careful with the information that is given to me. Sometimes some information given to me may not be reliable, and I have to be like, I can talk about it, but like using the word apparently, similarly, or maybe, but at the end of the day, it's just something that is there. Is it true or not? I'm not sure. But if it's true, then the news that I would say, I will give a whole new different opinion, a whole new different judgment, a whole new different way of answering what I think about that situation by then. Now, the second question, I think most people will be answering like, hey, I am a person who live stream a lot, huh? Why do I need to also do research? Well, here's the thing, if you are like a live streamer just playing games, and the question would be like, you don't even need to do research, right? Well, if you got an audience and you play games, and Yeah, by all means, go ahead. No one is stopping you. You can just play whatever game you want. But the question you have to ask yourself, like for most content creator, like some people asking like, hey, I'm a game content creator. I don't have much viewers, and no one go to my live stream all the time. Well, the thing is, right? Have you ever tried like looking into like what kind of like have you like look into it? Why are you not gaining the audience? Sometimes you have to, and where does that happen? Well, you do research to see what is the thing that you're lacking on. And I know some people like, what kind of research do we have to do? Well, the thing is, right, sometimes you have to go online, like you go YouTube search like how to gain viewer as a gaming channel or whatever. Or even when you need to do video editing, right, you have to do research how to do video editing, right? Or unless you want to search for someone that can do it for you, and then there's nothing to, then it's nothing like basically you need to do. But the thing is, right, at the end of the day, as a live streamer, as for gaming, even for me who do like game stream, right, a lot of people who know me very well tend to understand that I always tend to research into the game itself. Let's say for example like building, like let me say like Genshin for example. I don't do Genshin gameplay or tutorial yet, but anyone who come to my live stream always tend to ask me like what kind of method that can I give, what kind of character build can I go with, or uh what kind of thing or tier or even theory or maybe the next prediction can I come up with. And often more than not, when I come up with all those, I can talk about it, because the thing is, right, when I do about it, I go and research into them. Let's say theory, like the theory of Genshin, or maybe when I can give some sort of foreshadowing or maybe hint about what I think about what is the next prediction for Genshin update. Like I have to go and search things out. I have to research the things out. So that is number one. But if you are going to, let's say just gonna be a gaming stream and you just want to stream your game, you don't want to do much research, yeah, just play whatever you game you like and then hope that people come to your live stream. But at the end of the day, most people will give I think most gaming channel will just say that go and do some research, like what is the game that got a lot of people watching, and then you have to go and search like what is the thing that people tend to like the game that is like most of the time is of like, if you want to be, you can also play like what is the best new game that is going to come up or getting released soon, and you're going to play that game, so that when other people are not playing the game and the game is new and you started the game, people will be like, oh hey, there is one people who is playing this, maybe I can check that out. Because you have done your research, you know that what game is more hype for most other games. So if you got like 3-4 games getting released and there's only one game that most people are looking into it, and there's not a lot of people playing that game yet because it's a new game, yeah, you've done your research, you got the game, you play the game, you got some viewers, and then you lose a lot of viewers. So what went wrong? Well, the thing is, right, you have not done enough research, because the thing is, right, you have to do enough research to see the thing as a live streamer is that you have to have your own niche. You have to come up with your own style, your own originality, your unity, your unique, all these things that get people to talk about you. So at the end of the day, if you've done not enough research, if you get not much people to talk about you, all these things, like I myself do so many research. Even when I play game, when I do anything, I still end up got so many thing. At least I search beforehand before I can. And even if I'm not sure about it, like let's say in real life when I'm playing Genshin, I feel like I kind of think that there's something wrong with this. I mean, maybe I'm missing out. I do research, well, like checking walkthrough or things that I might miss out, so that I can understand what I'm missing out. So at the end of the day, what is the best thing that we have to to be careful as a content creator is always research first. Which, like, if you're a live streamer, research what is the game that you're gonna play. Does it have an is there people with the same niche as you? If there is, how are you gonna make yourself stand out? And what is the game that you think that may get more people hyped into playing it? Or maybe like if people don't play the game anymore, you're playing the game, are you gonna play it as a live stream, or are you gonna play it as a game as a video where you just play the game on your own and then you upload the whole damn video to YouTube along the line, and people and you kind of like talk around maybe, and then people may enjoy it or something along the line. So it's kind of like you have to search, like, is there a market for it, or there is no one talking about it, and then you play it and then you upload it and then you kind of make it a thing. Or sometimes you have to search like what make other people popular, and then you kind of like understand how it works. You copy a bit, but don't everything, because if you copy every single thing, then basically people will say, hey, there's people doing it, you doing it, what made you different from them? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So at the end of the day, research is always still very important. You still have to do research this, you have to research that, and often more than not, I've seen quite a lot of people saying like research is not good enough or whatever. Yeah, true to me, even to me, when I do it, like or when I talk on my random chat, I have to research some of the stuff before I talk about it. Unless I'm doing random talk, then there's a only different story, because that is always tend to be just talking about with no research and just kind of like based on what I know, unless I go and search it on the spot. But if you guys really want to know more, just go and, as a content creator, I still advise you guys go and search it out yourself, understand more. Maybe Google YouTube search, go Google search it out. Everything. Research is always the best thing to understand what is it that you may be lacking in information. Maybe not holding you have not done enough stuff. Even when you come across things that you're not sure, or words that you don't understand, you still go and search it out. That is technically a research, because you are searching it out. So at the end of the day, is research very important for content creator? Yes, very yes. So my advice for all content creator: number one, well, again, like I mentioned, if you guys are not aware, don't offend Penguin Z0. That's number one. Number two, yeah, do your research. Research what you need to do, or research what information you are lagging on, or research that can help you into what kind of game you're going to play, or maybe the new kind of game that you want to play. All these things, research them enough. Even if you, let's say for example, if you want to play a new game and you say that you're not sure whether the game suit you, research it out. See the game trailer, see the gameplay, research it out, and then if you feel like the game is in your area, play that, get the game, play that, and maybe you get more viewers. So at the end of the day, it's just, again, research. So the only thing I can just say for now is, if you feel like you are not knowing too much, research it out. Even for me, I just research it out. So anyway, I think that should be more nagging from me, or advice from me, if you want to call it that way. But if you do like this kind of content, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat. But understand one thing, I never follow a single trend. All my topics are always random. So sometimes if you want to know about the third advice in future, maybe you have to wait for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, who knows. But at least I hope, let's hope that you're not being 1 month. But if you don't like this kind of video, just go to the watch history, delete your watch this video, and say bye bye. But till then, hope you guys all have a nice day or night. Bye.